Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudirayat nasta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki om dhanati vrandasya ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभयेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। श्री रूप गोस्वामी रूपादि की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। Happy Radhakunda Appearance Day. May the beloved lordships of Sri Radha Syam Sundar, Sri Gaurnita, Sri Jagannath, Baldev, Sutraman shower you causeless mercy and give you Krishna Prema in this lifetime. Today is the most exalted, most auspicious, most blissful day. We cannot waste even a single minute on this day to always be immersed in the mercy of Sri Radha Syam Sundar. So let's dive deep into it. Ananda Lila Vigraha Hemavati Gichil Sundaraय Tasmai Mahaprema Rasapradaय Chaitanya Chandraya Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namaste Ajanulambita Bhujau Kanakavadato Sankirtanaikapitaro Kamalayataksho Viswambaro Dvijavaro Yugadharma Palo वंदे जगत प्रिय करो करुणावतारो वंदे जगत प्रिय करो करुणावतारो वंदे जगत प्रिय करो करुणावतारो Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Creation of the Fourth Order, Chapter 24. The Lord Shiva sung by Lord Shiva, Rudra Gita, verse number 74. I'll read quickly the verse and translation purport, and we'll go into the Radhakunda Appearance Day. So much details, understanding to be discussed. अतीदं नित्यदा युक्तो जपन् अवहिता पुमान् अचिरात् श्रेय आप्नोति वासुदेवापरायण. So it is also very nicely connected to today's topic, Vasudeva Parayana. We can attain this perfection of deep attachment to Lord Vasudeva. How easy it is? It is only by the mercy and grace of Srimati Radharani, which is coming through Srila Prabhupada and the Acharya Parampara. By their mercy, they are carrying the mercy of Srimati Radharani. So that's why it's very important day today. And as Lord Shiva is mentioning here, Achirat, very quickly, Sreya, Apnoti, one can, this is the most beneficial thing in this whole world. Atha thus idam this nityada regularly means every day. Satatam kirtayanto mam. So yomam smarata nityasaha. Repeatedly, Lord Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, regularly, consistently, every day, daily. Yukta with great attention. So in Sri Rangam, if I remember correctly, so Lakshmi Devi is called Pannaga Yukta. Yukta means great attention. She is always in great attention. She doesn't need to groom. She doesn't need to clean. In Vaikuntha, what is there to clean? Nothing. But she is always there to massage the legs. Lord doesn't need anything, anybody's service. But she is always Yukta. She is always engaged to give pleasure to Krishna, give pleasure to Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayan. That's her job. That's her pleasure service with great pleasure, great privilege she takes to do that service. Nityada regularly yukta with great attention. Japan by murmuring. Avahita fully attentive. Puman a person. Achirat without delay. As soon as one takes up without delay, not much time. It's a matter of days, months. That much it can become quick to attain Krishna prema. Easily available, especially today. It's easily available. Anybody want it, they can just grab it today. So that's why the ecstasy and the bliss will just pour. It will automatically pour it out from the heart. All the anarthas will be kicked out today if you take really concentrated with a great absorption. Today is the day. Sreya, auspiciousness, apnoti, achieves, Vasudeva Parayana, one who is a devotee of Lord Krishna. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Swami Mr. Prabhupada. A devotee of Lord Krishna whose mind is always absorbed in Him, who, with great attention and reverence, chant this stotra prayer, will achieve the greatest perfection of life without delay. Repeat, a devotee of Lord Krishna whose mind is always absorbed in Him, who with great attention and reverence chant this stotra prayer and will achieve the greatest perfection of life without delay. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Perfection means becoming a devotee of Lord Krishna, as stated in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 2.28. Vasudeva para Veda, Vasudeva para Makaha. The ultimate goal of life is Vasudeva or Krishna. Any devotee of Lord Krishna can attain all perfection, material gains, and liberation simply by offering prayers to Him. There are many varieties of prayers to Lord Krishna, chanted by great sages and great personalities such as Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. We see in Lord Brahma's beautiful prayers are there. Now vidyate upasetati tambaraya gunjavatansa paripichala satmukaya Vanyasraje Kavala Vetra Vishala Venu Mrudu Pade Pasupangajaya. Means Lord Krishna's feet is so soft, so soft. So as we can see in this verse on Radhakunda appearance day also, that verse also will call it out. Udara Pani Ramana. So soft lotus feet, Lord Krishna's lotus feet, chanted by great sages and great personalities such as Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. Lord Krishna is known as Shiva Virinchi Nutam. Shiva means Lord Shiva and Virinchi means Lord Brahma. Both of these demigods are engaged in offering prayers to the Lord Vasudeva or Krishna. If we follow in the footsteps of such great personalities and become devotees of Lord Krishna, our lives will become successful. So especially we, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Narottam Das Thakur disappeared yesterday, as he's telling us how we can become successful. Bhakti rasa aswadana kare, विचार करे मने भक्ति रस आस्वादने मध्यस्थ श्री भागवत पुराण. I'll come to that. We'll start with that song once we read this purport. Krishna, if you follow in the footsteps of such great personalities and become devotees of Lord Krishna, our lives will become successful. Unfortunately, people do not know this secret. Nate vidu swartha gatim. Vishnu means a real ultimate goal they don't know. So they do not know the real interest in and the highest perfection of life is to worship Lord Vishnu or Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 7.531, that is Prahlad Maharaj's instruction. It is impossible to become satisfied by trying to adjust the external energy. Without being a devotee of Lord Krishna, one can only be baffled and confused. That is because of the mind and intelligence is diverting every other direction. Onam pramatta kurute vikarma. And indriya prita yapnoti. Indriya, the senses, is causing us a great trouble. To see the living entities from such a calamity, Lord Krishna points out in Bhagavad Gita 1.19, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Gnanavan Nam Prapaddate. Prapadam is one who is surrendering. It's very rare, extremely rare to find a person, somebody is coming. So you're all very fortunate, very, very fortunate today to take up this opportunity to join. It is not, it is exceptional to be in the association of devotees and here on, especially on Radhakunda appearance day. It is not by chance. Don't think it is happening by chance somehow or other you woke up. No, it is not by chance. You have got Agnata Sukriti, that's why you are here today in the association of devotees. So Gnanavan Mam Prapaddade Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlava. It's extremely rare. After many, many births and deaths, a wise man surrenders unto me, knowing very well that I, Vasudeva, and everything such, and Vasudeva, I am everything. Such a great soul is very rare. We can achieve whatever benediction we want simply by becoming devotees of Vasudeva. Now let's see. So here is Radhakund in this picture. Here is Radha Madhava from Sridham Mayapur. Even the same Radhakund appeared in Sridham Mayapur in Rutudvip and Antardvip for Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Yeah, this is the Radhakund. So on this day, midnight, it appeared. It is called today's Radhakund appearance day, non-different. Srimad Radharani herself appearing in the form of this liquid form. It is also called Bahulastami. Bahulastami means Bahula is the name of a cow. Astami, this Radhakund appeared on the eighth day, and this pastime, which is cow, Lord Krishna is especially his favorite to the cows. They are so much attached, deeply immersed in Krishna's service. They immediately get attracted as soon as they see, they hear his flute sound. Uh, Immediately they get they stop. They stop doing everything and they get stunned. Their hair stand and they will become ecstatic. So, and Krishna is also in the same way reciprocates with the cows. Lovingly, he calls the cows. He takes in his body, he raises them up, so he plays with them. So that is beauty. So both these pastimes happened on the eighth day. And Radhakund appeared, and also Bahulastami, which is cow Bahula, is being attacked by a tiger on this particular day on this bank. And this is Imli Tala. This is Imli Tala, where next to the bank of this Radhakund, Shamkund, where the Rasalila happens. And this Imli Tala is a tamarind tree. Under this tree, Radha and Krishna used to perform pastimes. One time, Sri Rupa Goswami was came down to this bank of Radha Kund Shamkund. There were so many pastimes. So one day, while he was meditating, while he was thinking, while he was engaged in devotions or absorption, Srimad Radharani and Krishna came there. Radha Shamsundar, both of them came there, and they had a wonderful Julan Leela. There was exchange of Julan Leela. So Srimad Radharani is afraid to go on great heights when Julan is being pushed. So she asked, no more pushing, otherwise I won't be sitting in Julan. So then somehow the other Krishna begs, and then Srimad Radharani sits, and Krishna in 10 minutes or so, again, he takes her to great heights. She becomes very afraid, and then immediately so Krishna is very cunning, so that's what he wants to do. So again, he brings it back after she requests. So that's how this beautiful pastime of Julan Leela happens on the Imli Tala. Ras Leela happens here, and so many other pastimes. And this is the Srila Advaita Acharya also, after being initiated by Srila Madhavendra Puri, has come down to this Radha Kund, and he found the deity of Radha Madan Gopal. Later on, I think, is established by same deity is Radha Madan Mohan later on. So these deities, especially Radha Madan Mohan, Sri Radha Govindadev, Sri Radha Gopinath, was carved according to the description given by Lord Krishna's grandson Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj, the Uttara. Uttara was giving Uttara's right? So Uttara was giving the description to Lord Krishna's grandson Vajranath. So about this beautiful form of the Lord, because Uttara was there when Parikshit Maharaj is about to die at the time. So she almost last day. She heard the whole Brihad Bhagavatam, the description of the whole Srimad Bhagavatam, condensed version of the 7 days description of Sukadeva Goswami Parikshit Maharaj, and Parikshit Maharaj gives that in essence, so that she knows exactly what the beautiful form of Krishna, and she was also very much attached as Parikshit Maharaj, so she was able to give the description accordingly. Vajna made them carved, these deities, the description are there accordingly. They are carved and they are found by Radha. Rupa Goswami and established Radha Govindev, and Sanatana Goswami established Radha Madan Mohan, this Radha Madan Gopal, this Madan, beautiful deities. All of them looks a little similar, especially Radha Govindev, Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Gopinath, little different, but the face. And Radha Raman also has this kind of painting. They do very nice painting on the face. You see beautiful lotus face. That is the Bahulastami. So when tiger was attacked on this particular Imilitala at the bank of Radhakund, then Lord Krishna, then the Bahula cow told Lord Krishna that no tiger that I will come back. You can eat me, but I have to let my calf. I let me feed me last time, and then let my owner Brahmana who is maintaining me. Let me tell him, and then I will quickly come back and you can eat me, no problem. Then he goes, the cow Bola goes and then gives feeding, last feeding, and then he tells Brahmana, I have to go, and because tiger is given, I will be eaten by tiger, but I have promised that I will come back. So that's why I just came to tell you, inform you. Then they are not ready. They said, no, you be here, we both will go. We will give our life. You don't need to give. But she doesn't agree as this is Dharma personified, cow or bull. So then she goes back, and then not only her, all three goes back. So at that time, when the tiger, oh, she's a great opportunity. Now instead of one, three came. I can eat all of them. What a great opportunity. Then that time, Lord Krishna appears right there. Now, then solve that puzzle. Lord Krishna requests the tiger to relieve Bahula, who's been so truthful. He came back, to give her life, which means it is you should give relieve her. Then that's how the tiger relieves, because the Lord Krishna couldn't do anything, magic, any wonder. So Lord Krishna relieved Bahula cow. Because of that pastime and great attachment Lord Krishna showed and great mercy showed to the cow Bahula. So the cow became in the next, she became an eternal associate of Lord Krishna. She was so attached, she became a queen. It is called that it became the forest named after her, after 12 forests of the Bahula one. So the Bahula cow became Queen Bahula, like Srimad Radharani, Lalita, Vishaka, like that. 16,108, 108 are principal. Within that, 8 are even more principal. Within that, Srimad Radharani is the topmost, highest. So no one can come to that level of bhava, ecstatic rasa, the ecstatic prema, deep attachment. What she can, how much, what she can do, no one else can do. So that's so Bahula is also one of the queen. Lord Krishna married. So Bahula one. In that way, it is named Bahula, one of the great forests. And this Bahula one, this Radha Kund, Sham Kund is there in that forest. This Imli Tala is there. Now let's read further so that we can understand this Radha Kund. So glories directly. Before that, I said we'll sing the Narottam Das Thakur so that we understand how we can get the mercy. Dhana Mora Nityananda Pati Mora Gaurachandra Prana Mora Yugala Kishora. Yugala Kishora means Radha Shyam Sundar, Radha Krishna. Advaitacharya Bala Gadadara Murakula. This is Narottam Das Thakur submitting to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Advaita Acharya, who's been there to Vrindavan after initiated by Madhavendra Puri. He came to the same place, Radhakund, Shamkund, and Imlitala. There is Advaita word, there is Vamsi word, there is Sringar word, where Lord Krishna is to comb the hair of Srimati Radharani and bring all the nice flowers, decorate her hair. There's Sringara all these are in this 12 forests. Sringara Advaita Vat, Vamsi Vat, where Lord Krishna played one of the flute out of 3 flutes. Vamsi Vat, he performed so many Rasalila pastimes, especially on this, I think, Sharad Purnima day, the beginning day of Kartik, is happened that the Rasalila happened Vamsi Vat. So Vamsi Vat is also very famous place, famous pastimes place. Advaita Acharya bole Gadadhara Murakula Narahari Vilas Mura Vaishnavera Padaduli Tahe Mura Snanakeli Tarpana Mura Vaishnavera Nama. Narottam Das Thakur wants to take the dust of the lotus feet of Vaishnavas and take the bath in their water which is washed their feet. विचार कुरिया मने भक्तिरता आस्वादने Madhyastha Sri Bhagavata Purana. So he wants to keep Srimad Bhagavata Purana, which is not different from Lord Krishna, Radha Shyamsundar, the personal form of the Lord, appearing in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam, giving the utmost perfection for any living entity who take the shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam. Every day we have to take shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam. वैष्णवेर उच्चिष्टा ताहे मोरे मोननिष्ठा. Only we can attain the nishta, the fixed up consciousness on Lord Krishna's lotus feet, on holy name, on the service, remembering and hearing by only the remnants of Vaishnava, the food remnants, the remnants coming from his lotus mouth, from his lotus lip, Sri Guru Charana Padma, Kevala Bhakati Sudma, Bandhu Mohi Savadane Mate, Guru Mukha Padma Vakya. Whatever comes from the lotus mouth, Shabda Brahma comes pure. As Krishna spoke, exactly, not a single deviation comes from the Shabda Brahma, pure devotee. That's why Sri Prabhupada is able to transform, that's why Ramanuja is able to transform, that's why Madhvacharya is able to transform. They could do the wondrous, amazing things because Shabda Brahma carries from a pure devotee of the Lord as it is. No one else can give that purity. And so even the conditioned soul, sinful living entity can be immediately transformed by their being in their association, by hearing from them. That's why he's calling out Vaishnavera Uchishta Tahe More Mananishta Vaishnavera Name Te Ullasa. As soon as we hear, that's all, the pure devotee, how do you know? As soon as we see them, we hear their name, we are in the association, we will be in completely in transformation stage, blissful ecstatic stage. The stage will be different, the consciousness will be different. It is because of the Vaishnava carrying the Lord in their heart. It's carrying the Vrindavan consciousness. Vrindavan e chabutara tahe mora monagira kohe dina narottama dasa is completely in absorption of Vrindavan. Is after running after Rupa and Sanatan, six Goswamis, because they are after Radha and Krishna's pastimes. Lord Nityananda is my wealth, Lord Gaurasundara is my master, the youthful divine couple is my life, Advaita Acharya is my strength, Gadadhar is my family, Narahara Sarkar is my glory. You can see that he's not jumping. Even though he is seeing, every day he's seeing the pastimes of Radha and Krishna, but he's not jumping. He's showing the path that how he's submitted to these great acharyas, these divine masters. He's not jumping directly. The dust of the devotee's lotus feet is my bathing water. The chanting of the devotee's names is my satisfaction. Considering the merits of all the Vedic literature in the light of devotion, I have concluded that Srimad Bhagavatam is the best of all scriptures. Is establishing Siddhanta because that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's verdict. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has mentioned that Aradhyo Bhagavan Brajesha Tanaya. I don't know any other names. I know only Shyam Sundar Krishna, Brajesha Tanaya, Nandanandan, Yashoda Nandan. No other name. Aradhyo Bhagavan Brajesha Tanaya. Tadhama Sri Vrindavanam Ramya Kachid Upasana Vrajavadu Vargena Yakalpa Srimad Bhagavatam Pramana Mamalam Prema Pumardo Maham Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matamidam Tatra Adhar Napar. There is no superior truth than Srimad Bhagavatam. There is no perfected devotee than Srimad Radharani and the Gopis. So that's establishing that. In fact, my mind is firmly convinced of the spiritual benefit obtained by eating the remnants of foodstuff left by the devotee, not anybody. It is pure devotee, spiritual master. And the names of the devotees are my happiness. The land of Vrindavana is the enclosure within which I keep my mind. Poor-hearted Narottam Das speaks in this way. Now we have to go back now. So and this is the verse. Rupa Goswami himself, as we follow Rupa Goswami, we are followers of Rupa Nugas. So let's see what he says about Radhakunda. Vaikunta Janito Vara Madhupuri Tatrapi Rasotsava Vrindaranyam Udarapani Ramanat Tatrapi Govardhana. I called it out earlier. Udarapani means the most magnanimous, most compassionate, most merciful. Who is that? That is the king of Vrindavan, who is Sri Shyam Sundar. Ramanath, Vrindarapani Ramanath Tatrapi Govardhana. Radha Kundam Ihapi Gokulapate Premamruta Plavanath. Kuryadasya Virajato Giritate Sevam Viveki Naka. Who is that living and who doesn't want to serve? Is giving the comparison so that we understand what is the position of Srimati Radharan, what is the position of Radhakund? He's telling first Vaikunta. Everybody knows Vaikunta. The spiritual world is named Vaikunta. Vaikunta means Kunta means anxiety, frustration, lamentation, all the material troubles. But Vaikunta means no anxiety, no more troubles. That is spiritual world. Vaikunta it is called. So the Vaikunta is the most famous, topmost. But even further than that, Vaikunta Janito Vara Madhupuri, Mathura. Above Vaikuntha planet where Lord Vaikunteswara lives, master servant relationship. But above that is Madhura Puri, where Lord Krishna lives as a king in Mathura. So that is most glorious. Above that, above Vaikuntha is Mathura. And further than that, there is one more. Tatravi Rasotsavas is engaged in wonderful pastimes. But above that is where Lord Krishna performed more magnanimous pastimes, conjugal pastimes, and so many cohorting pastimes and Vatsalya pastimes. Vrindaranyam, Vrindavan, even more than Mathura is 12 forest of Vrindavan, Golok Vrindavan, Bhoma Vrindavan is the most, even further than that, Mathura. Further than Vaikuntha, Mathura, further than Mathura, is because Krishna lived there personally in Mathura. So many years, almost 11 years or so, he entered into kill Kamsa. After that, he's there almost 111 years. He left 108 to 11. Different places, differently it is mentioned, but more or less it is same. And then that's it, Vrindavan is even more because the most, there is nowhere else Lord Krishna performed such a intense, immense, uh, ecstatic pastimes than in Gokul, where Lord Krishna is born. The same, the love and the absorption, the attention, the details, what Lord Krishna performed with either gopis, with Ananda and Yashoda, with the cohort boys, with all the cows, nowhere else he performed. You can't get that pastimes in neither in Mathura nor in Dwaraka. It is only available in Vrindavan. So that's why it is much more deeper. Vrindaranyam Udarapani Ramana. Because Lord Krishna is most merciful to Vrindavan because they also have the deep love for them. They don't know anything else. Only they know Krishna. They don't care about their eating, sleeping, nothing. They just only care about Krishna's love, Krishna's affection, they are serving Krishna. That's all. They live and breathe for Krishna only. Tatrapi Govardhana. Further than even within the 12 forest, within Vrindavan, there is more superior. What is that? Govardhan. Because Lord Krishna personally lifted Govardhan for 7 days. All the whole Vrindavan Vasis are there inside Govardhan, underneath. And Lord Krishna and all of them has ecstatic pastimes together in a great bliss. They are drinking the nectar. No one is hungry. No one is sleepy. 7 days. That is Govardhan. Govardhan means ever increasing. It doesn't stop. It doesn't decrease. Go means senses. There is no sense agitation anymore. It gives immense bliss, concentrated bliss. And it is also go means gopis, go means gopas, go means cows, everything. Lord Krishna is increasing their pleasure like immense. Everyone is there. All the Brajavasis. And above that, above even Govardhan. So Radhakundam Ihapi Gokulapate Premamrutaplavanath. Radhakund is the most magnanimous, is the most beautiful, most ecstatic, topmost place, even above Govardhan, because that's where Radha and Krishna performed immense pastimes, so many pastimes. The appearance of Radhakund I will describe in a minute. Ihapi Gokulapate Premamrutaplavanath Kuryadasya Virajato Giritate Sevam Vivekina. So below Govardhan, at the foothills of Govardhan, is Radhakund and Shamkund, two lakes, two rivers, you can say. And Sri Prabhupada talks about it that we should be very, very respectful, like to our Supreme Mother, to our even our birth giving mother. Also, we are very generally we are very respectful. Even sometimes we may be angry at father. Generally, most of the times we are very much attached to the mother. So she is the supreme mother. So that's why we should be very respectful when we go to Radhakund. Also, we should not bathe. We should very respectfully offer obeisances and take water and sprinkle on our head in great respect as a supreme mother. It is not for us to jump and swim. Goswamis may swim, but because they are day in, day out, they are in that consciousness, they are at that level, but we are not at that level. So that's why we should not uh, jump there and swim. Prabhupada seriously talks about it. So that's for them also he talks. So that's why when Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Goswami went to Radhakund, he didn't speak on Radhakund. He didn't speak on Radhastami. He didn't speak on Srimad Radharani at all. He spoke on Nectar of Instruction. This book he spoke. First verses. How to control the senses. Vacho Vegam, Krodha Vegam, Mana. That's what he spoke because there he saw how people are in Radhakund were engaged in all kinds of activities. They are not there at that consciousness, but they want to there and enjoy. So that's why clearly rejected those kind of ideas. Internally, enjoyment is there. Externally, show it up as renounce Babaji, renounce this, renounce that. But not the external. It has to be internally first be conscious, then you can go to Radhakund. Without being conscious of that conscious, don't be there and go to jump to Radhakund. So that's what, don't jump. That's what clear guidance. Translation by Prabhupada. The holy place known as Mathura is spiritually superior to Vaikuntha, the transcendental world, because the Lord appeared there. Superior to Madhupuri. Madhurapuri is the transcendental forest of Vrindavana because Krishna's Raslila pastime. And superior to forest of Vrindavana is Govardhan Hill. For it was raised by the divine hand of Sri Krishna, was the site of his various loving pastimes, and above all, the super excellent Sri Radha Kunda stands supreme, for it is overflooded with ambrosial nectar and prema, Lord of Gokula Sri Krishna. Where then is the intelligent person who is unwilling to serve the divine Radha Kunda, which is situated at the foot of Govardhan Hill? Now, so Radhakund appeared, and there is a various demons Kamsa had sent to kill Krishna when he already heard from the divine voice from the seventh child before itself when he was taken when Devaki got married. That time it's that past time goes back. So anyway, so Kamsa was sending various demons. He knows that he will be killed by the eighth child of Devaki. So that's why he was killing before. Then somehow in the middle, somebody told, then he stopped. It is eighth child anyway. Why do you need to kill all other children? So in that way, in the middle he starts, but then again he understood. Somebody tells me, no, you don't know which eighth means. It could be any sequence. You don't know. It's not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. It could be any sequence. It could be anyone, any one of them. So then he started killing, but he couldn't kill the seventh child. He goes up in the sky because that is Durga Devi. External energy appears. So and then tells that he will be killed by the eighth child. So then and you are a fool number one. The chastisement comes out. The Lord Balaram appears and transfers to Mother womb of Rohini to Vrindavan. So and then Lord Krishna appears to Vasudeva and Devaki as a four-handed Narayana form. And then Lord Vasudeva is fearful of Kamsa. He transfers, takes from the prison house. That's why he put them in prison. Till that point, he didn't put in prison when he has. As soon as he was being told by Narada and others that you will be killed, you better be increased immediately. So he went and grabbed the child and then started, and then he imprisoned them because he told Narada Muni told after this pastime, Radhakund pastime, where when he sent the demons, various demons, this demon is Arishta bull. This place is called when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the place to Vrindavan, none of these pastimes were there. Everything is lost. No one knows. He asked all the villagers. It used to be called Gaura River or Black River. That's what they used to call. No one knows that Radhakund Shamakund, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is called Artigram, A-R-T-I, Artigram, Aristagram, because this bull name is Arista. Arista Asur. Asur is demon, Arista is bull, name is Arista. So Kamsa sent this bull, go and kill Krishna. So he came to Gokul, Vrindavan. So then Arishtasur tried to kill, obviously, Krishna, even though a small child. He grabbed the horns of the bull and left and right he threw it. Again, second time it happened. Then again he took the horns and revolved and threw him. And then he left the body. And then because it is a bull, Dharma personified, that means great simple activity. Anybody killing. So he went to Lord Krishna, then Gopi started, no, you are sin personified. We can't touch. Don't touch us. Don't even come close to us. Now you have to purify yourself. Otherwise, no more. You can't come close. You can't touch us. No, you can't do anything. No, please get away from here. First, you purify yourself. Then all the gopis told that. Then immediately, Lord Krishna took with his heel, with his toes. He dug in the ground. Then he called all the rivers. Everyone came all the way from Bhogavati, from Patal, the lowest planet, started all the rivers, Pushkarini, Narmada, Kaveri, Ganga, Yamuna, every river, all has come to Syamakund. First Syamakund appeared, where Lord Krishna dug. Then the Lord Krishna took his bath. He said, I am purified now. Now you all take the bath here. No, 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 no. You are, your whole river and pond became so sinful now because you bathe. You left all your sinful activity there. So we can take bath there. So then Srimati Radharani arranged, no. Then she told all the billions of gopis now go to the Manasi Ganga, put a line. So then they arranged line. They're all carrying the water. They started digging with their again the food. And then they brought all the water started. Then Lord Krishna saw so much work. This is hard labor. So much they have to do. Then Lord Krishna prayed to the river personified. Then told that you appear, you request. Then that personified appeared to Srimati Radharani and humbly requested, please accept us in your pond. Then all of them were transferred from, they all appeared, and then all of them from Shamakund went to the Radhakund in that way. So Radhakund appeared at that time. So now let's look at Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's explaining this particular pastime beautifully in 10th canto, chapter 36. No, that is first. Let's read Krishna book where Prabhupada talks about it. So comes us ending Akrura. I don't know. We'll have time, but I have given the essence. But maybe we'll read in the middle. Uh, Hold on. There. Yeah. Yeah. All the inhabitants of Vrindavan began to cry. Yeah, this is before that. Once a demon named Aristasur entered the village in the form of a great bull with a gigantic body and huge horns, digging up the earth with his hooves. When the demon entered Vrindavan, the whole land appeared to tremble, as if there were an earthquake. He roared fiercely, and after digging up the earth on the riverside, he entered the village proper. The fearful roaring of the bull was so piercing that some of the pregnant cows and women had miscarriages. Its body was so big, stout, and strong that a cloud hovered over its body, just as clouds hover over mountains. Aristasur entered Vrindavan, and such a fearful appearance that just on seeing that great even all men and women were afflicted with great fear, and the cows and other animals fled in village. Obviously, they take Krishna's shelter. The situation became very terrible, and all the inhabitants of Vrindavan began to cry, Krishna, Krishna, please save us. Krishna saw that the cows were running away and immediately replied, don't be afraid, don't be afraid. He then appeared before Aristasura and said, you lowest of living entities, why are you frightening the inhabitants of Gokula? What will you gain by this action? If you have come to challenge my authority, then I am prepared to fight you. In this way, Krishna challenged the demon, and the demon became very angry by the words of Krishna. Krishna stood before the bull, resting his hand on the shoulder of a friend. The bull proceeded toward Krishna in anger, digging the earth with his hooves. Aristotle lifted his tail, and it appeared that clouds were hovering about the tail because these demons can grow so large, so gigantic, almost touching the clouds. Because they are using the anima, lagima, bigger than the biggest, smaller than they can do any of those mystic perfume. His eyes were reddish and moving in anger. Pointing his horns at Krishna, he charged him just like a thunderbolt of Indra. But Krishna immediately caught the horns and tossed him away, just as gigantic elephant repels a small inimical elephant. Although the demon was perspiring and appeared very tired, he took courage and got up again, second time. He charged Krishna with great force again and anger. While rushing toward Krishna, he breathed very heavily. Krishna again caught his horns and immediately threw him to the ground. Breaking his horns, Krishna then began to kick his body just as one squeezes a wet cloth on the ground. Being thus kicked by Krishna, Harisasa rolled over and began to move his legs violently, bleeding from the mouth and passing stool and urine in his eyes starting from their sockets. He passed to the kingdom of death. The demigod in the celestial showered flowers on Krishna for his wonderful achievement. So that is there. So let's see after that what has happened. Narada goes and tells Kamsa now. Now you better get ready. You don't know what has happened. It is actually Krishna who's born, eighth child. He's there in Vrindavan. Vasudeva knows. You are being cheated. Then he goes, because Narada Muni wants to increase immediately. Fast pace it. He can't wait for Krishna to finish Kamsa and then next pastimes to happen so that he can visit Dwarka and see all the pastimes, how he married, how he's maintaining his life, how he's playing with children, and what he's doing. So all those Narada visit so many times to Dwarka. So he wants to come to that level. So that's why he went and told Kamsa, "Hey, what are you doing here sitting?" So then that's when he sends these demons further, and then he brings Krishna to Mathura. So that's what is happening. Let's see. That's the description here. Narada Munis. You can read chapter 36, Krishna book. Yeah, this is the one. Now let's go to the Viswanath Chakravarti Thakur's description of Radhakunda appearance so that we can understand. 10:36:16. Later also you can refer. After Aristasura had been killed by Krishna, who acts wonderfully, Narada Muni went to speak to King Kamsa. The powerful sage of godly vision addressed the king as follows. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The term Deva Darshana can be understood in many ways, all of which are consistent with the context purport of this narration. Deva means God, Darshana means seeing, and that is Deva Darshana is the Narada Muni, is as good as Supreme Lord. From the Purana, Sri Viswanath Chakravarti Thakur has quoted 20 verses describing a joking conversation between Radha and Krishna that took place after Krishna had killed the demon Arishta. These conversations, so kindly quoted by the Acharya, describe the origin of Radhakund, Shyamakund, and Radha's Krishna's bathing pond. The verses are as follows. I will not read the verses, we have time much more to cover. The innocent young gopi said, "Ah, Krishna, don't touch us now. Oh, killer of the bull, alas, even though Arishta was terrible demon, still he was a male cow. So you will have to undergo atonement, just as Lord Indra did after killing Vritrasura. But how can you purify yourself without going to the trouble of visiting every single holy place in the three worlds?" Uh, Krishna replied, "Why should I have to wander throughout the entire universe? I will at once bring all the countless pilgrimage places here and take my bath with them, in them. Just watch." With this, Lord Mukunda struck his heel on the ground. And then he said, "This is the water of Bhogavati river coming from the Patal. Now, O holy places, all of you please come here." When the Supreme Lord had spoken these words, all the holy places went there and appeared before him. Krishna then addressed the gopis as follows. So that's why we chant, whenever you take bath, chant Ganga 3 times. So whenever we take Achman also, we chant. You call, whenever we fill in the water for Achman, we call. Gange, Yamuna, Godavari, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jalesmin, Sannidham, Kuru, inviting them, and then you take. So that is when we chant Ganga 3 times, you are taking the bath of Ganga water, even though it's ordinary water, tap water, but you still you are taking Ganga water. And this has been instructed by my Guru Maharaj Zona Jayapataka Swami. So that is the proposed instruction. So we take it as that is Ganga bath. So every day we can take Ganga bath like that. See all the holy places, but the gopis replied, "We don't see them as you describe." Then those best of holy places, joining their palms in supplication, spoke up to gopis. "I am the salt ocean. I am the ocean of milk. I am Amara Dirghika, that means nectar, honey ocean, liquor ocean, give ocean. There are so many oceans in the material planet itself, in the earthly planet. We can't see it. I am the river Sona. I am the Sindhu. I am Tamraparni. I am the holy place Pushkara. Pushkara also another beautiful pastime is there. Pushkar Tirtha, Lord Brahma and other pastimes are there at Pushkar Tirtha. I am the river Saraswati, and we are the Godavari, Yamuna, Reva rivers, and the confluence of rivers Prayag. Just see our waters. After purifying himself by bathing, Lord Hari became quite arrogant and said, "I have produced a pond containing all the various holy places, whereas you gopis must never have executed any religious duties on this earth for the pleasure of Lord Brahma." Then Srimad Radharani addressed her girlfriends as follows: "I must create an even more beautiful pond. So go to work." She told all the gopis. Having heard these words, the gopis saw the Aristasuras whose had dug a shallow ditch just west of Sri Krishna's pond. At that nearby spot, all the gopis began digging up lumps of soft mud with their hands, and in this way, with their bangles. With the divine pond manifested in the short span of an hour, Krishna was astonished to see the lake they produced. He said, "Go ahead, lotus eyed one. You and your companion should fill this pond with water from mine." But Radha replied, "No, no, 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 no. This is impossible, since the water of your pond is contaminated by your terrible sin of killing a cow. I will have my countless gopi companions bring the pure water of Manasi Ganga here in billions of pots." The other pastimes, again, that's another class completely. "In this way, I will fill this lake with my own water and thus make it renowned unequaled in the entire world." Lord Krishna then gestured to a heavenly personality, the river person, who was an intimate associate of all the holy places. Suddenly, that person rose up out of Krishna's pond and bowed down to the daughter of Sri Vrishabhanu Nandini, Radharani. Then, with palms joined and tears pouring from his eyes, he began praying to her in devotion. He's submitting. He's not demanding, he's submitting. O Goddess, even Lord Brahma himself, the knower of all scriptures, cannot understand your glories, nor can Lord Shiva or Lakshmi. Only Krishna, the supreme goal of all human endeavor, can understand them. And thus he feels obliged to personally make sure that you can wash away your perspiration when you are fatigued. So he is always anointing your lotus feet with nectar and charu and avocado, various things. On his order, we have immediately come here to live in the most excellent pond, which he created by one stroke of his heel. But only if you now feel satisfied with us, bestow upon us your merciful ones. So they are not requesting, they are requesting mercy on them, so that they have opportunity to give, offer something to Srimati Radharani. So that's how, this is the way we should engage always. We should offer. It is a great privilege if you are getting opportunity to take darshan of the Lord or hear or chant or service. It is a great opportunity. It is a great privilege. It is not available to everybody. So many people may think want to do, but they can't do it. So we have to have that Agnata Sukruti. Then only we will be able to do it. But only if you now feel satisfied with us, bestow upon us your merciful glance. Will the tree of our desire bear fruit? So, she is the most merciful, so supremely merciful. Hearing these prayers spoken by the representative of the full assembly of the holy places, Sri Radha was pleased and said, "So kindly tell me your desire." Then they told her plainly, "Our lives would be successful if you would come to your pond. That is the benediction we desire." Glancing at her beloved from the corners of her eyes, the daughter of Rishabhan replied with a smile, "Please come." Her Gopi companion all agreed with her decision and became immersed in the ocean of happiness. Indeed, the beauty of all creatures, both mobile and stationary, was enhanced. Thus, gaining the grace of Srimati Radharani, the holy rivers and lakes in the Sri Krishna Kunda, Shyamakunda, forcibly broke through its boundary walls and swiftly filled Radhakund with their waters. Lord Hari then said, My dear Radha, may this pond of yours become even more world renowned than mine. I will always come here to bathe and to enjoy my water pastimes. Indeed, this lake is as dear to me as you are. That's why it is most glorious. Lord Krishna performed so many Rasalila pastimes, so many other pastimes at Radha, on the bank of Radhakund. Radha replied, Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here. We'll read that pastime in a minute. Of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming to this place and finding these places and establishing, telling Rupa and Sanatan, especially Rupa Goswami, to excavate these places, nicely established. And after that, also again, Rupa Goswami did, and then again, Raghunath Das Goswami is the one who has nicely made with a nice boundary and everything, and then arranged all the places to Babajis and whoever is there, sadhus, they can live on them. That's why you see today so many ashrams and so many kutirs there. They're living. This is Raghunath Das. These Goswamis are very merciful to everybody to be there and supply all the necessities and arrange everything. That is why Raghunath Das Goswami. That's why Radharani herself came and did so many pastimes. She showed herself to Raghunath Das Goswami. Many pastimes are there with Raghunath Das Goswami. Radha replied, I will come to bathe in your pond as well, even though you may kill hundreds of Arishtas demons here. In the future, anyone who has intense devotion for this lake, which is on the spot where you chastise Arishtasur and who bathes or resides here, is sure to become very dear to me. That night, Lord Krishna initiated a rasa dance at Radhakund, generating torrents of greatest mood of splendorous pleasure. Sri Krishna resembled a monsoon cloud, and Srimad Radharani a brilliant flash of lightning filling the sky with abundant beauty. In this way, their divine glories permeated the expanse of the three worlds. It should be mentioned that Narada Muni, being great sage, understood that killing of Arishta more or less concludes the pastimes of Krishna and Vrindavan. Therefore, Narada anxious to facilitate the transferal of Krishna's pastimes in Mathura. That's what I was telling. He wants to see because he wants to see how Krishna does, how he marries his grahasthashram, how he marries, how he's maintaining his wives, how he's maintaining his children. What does he do? How does he do? In all the places, how he is there and how he is doing. So he wants to see that beauty, that opulence also. That's why he wants to enhance. Immediately he wants to see those pastimes. So he is increase the pace. Now where is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime? I think before. Before. Yeah, no, not this one. 18, 18 one. Chapter 18 of Madhya Lila Chaitanya Charitamrita. वृंदावने स्थिरचरान् नन्दयन् स्वभावलोकनै आत्मानं च तद् आलोकात् गौराङ्गपरितो अभ्रमत्. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled all over Vrindavan and pleased all the living entities, moving and non-moving, with his glances. The Lord took much personal pleasure in seeing everyone. In this way, Lord Gauranga traveled in Vrindavana. जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा. ये मत्त महाप्रभु नाचिते नाचिते अरित ग्रामे असि बाह्या हैला अचंबिते. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in ecstasy, but when he arrived at Arit Gram,